Hey everyone, it's Paige of Pure Beauty Performance, coach to the Pure Beauty Mavericks, your cycling, nutrition, and mindset coach. And I am coming to you live, the first time that I'm actually giving a tip about cycling on a live Facebook Live. So I wanted to talk about half wheeling, and this came up the other day just because I was out snowshoeing in the Copeland, which is just outside of Barrie, kind of out the Horseshoe Way. And I got to this point where I was snowshoeing with Andrew, and we were walking side by side. Well, we weren't walking side by side. I realized, we're in an open field, so I can go up beside him and catch up to him. And then all of a sudden, he started picking up the pace. And I was like, I know what I can talk about when it comes to cycling. Half-wheeling, because he was half-wheeling me. And if you guys don't know what half-wheeling means, then I am about to tell you, because some people don't even realize that they actually do this. Some people are just oblivious to it. It's kind of how they ride. So this is just going to create some awareness around this. So half-wheeling means when you're riding in a group ride, and say you're on a road and you're riding 2x2, half-wheeling means that the person riding beside you is riding about a foot, just basically riding a bit ahead of you, just enough ahead of you so that you feel like you're always having to catch up, or you're, just basically like you're always trying to catch up to that person, and they're just riding like slightly ahead of you like this, going along the road. So this is not nice etiquette. And when it comes to who I coach, which is beginner and intermediate women, it is a bit of a problem. And it's something that in my group, what I'll shout out is if I see uneven bars, I'll be like, even up the bars. It means, and what they do is then they even up the bars, and then no one's half-wheeling. So what half-wheeling actually does is it drives up the pace of the group. And especially when you have a beginner or intermediate rider, they don't necessarily know what this is. For me, as an advanced rider, I know what half-wheeling is. So I know that when I'm being half-wheeled, and then I will just keep my pace the same. And then they will eventually either come back to me, or they're just oblivious to the fact that they're even doing it, or someone will shout out. So another reason why you don't want to do this is because it also it takes the group, and it makes the group kind of like staggered. And you want to be careful of that, because then you're if someone makes a wrong move, then you have more of an ability to overlap a wheel, which is never ever good. There isn't real danger per se to someone half-wheeling. It's just not really nice for the person that's beside you, especially when they're a beginner or intermediate rider. So if you are on a group ride, or you lead a group ride, and you know that you have some newbies in there, you want to make sure that everyone knows this, because it can make a new rider feel really bad about themselves. And it can just work them. I mean, it's never a bad thing to be out of your comfort zone, but just being a new intermediate rider in a new group that might be a faster pace than them, is driving that pace up is okay. But when you're half-wheeling them, you're kind of making them feel like they're not there yet, and they're constantly having to catch up, and they actually get really stressed out by it. So I'm just going to see if there was anything else here that I wanted to share on that. But that's basically it. So half-wheeling, don't do it. It's not horrible etiquette, but it's not nice etiquette. It doesn't look nice for a group. I really aesthetics is pretty huge nowadays, especially when we have a lot of, cars and bikes, and, not understanding each other and what we're both doing. And so when you can keep your group nice and tight to the right, all the better. So no half-wheeling. That's it for today. Catch you later. Mwah.